The mother-in-law reaches for a chicken piece, but the daughter-in-law slaps her hand and says, "Don't eat that." The mother-in-law replies, "I'm hungry, let me eat." The daughter-in-law says, "Eat what I tell you to, don't do what you want." The son also gets angry at his mother. "Why did you pick up a chicken piece yourself? Eat only what my wife gives you, and don't take anything else." The old woman says, "It's not like I'll eat more than you people. I just felt like having a chicken piece." The daughter-in-law takes bones from her own plate and gives them to her mother-in-law. The mother-in-law looks on sadly. The daughter-in-law scolds, "Now eat." The mother-in-law, afraid, starts putting salad on her plate. The man says, "Every time I start eating, some problem comes up." The old mother-in-law eats the leftover bones from her daughter-in-law's food. The man says there's no peace even while eating and gets up to leave. The wife calls him and says, "Take me shopping." The husband replies, "I don't have money right now. When I get some, I'll take you." The wife says, "Have you ever had money?" She takes money from her purse, gives it to her husband, and says, "You've saved a lot." The woman is working on a laptop when her sister-in-law arrives. Surprised, she hugs her, but the sister-in-law isn't truly happy. The sister-in-law asks what happened. "Aren't you happy I came?" The sister-in-law replies, "You came so suddenly, I wasn't expecting you." The sister-in-law says, "Yes, I wanted to surprise you. That's why I came suddenly." She laughs. "Where are brother and mother? They'll be shocked to see me too." The woman goes to the mother. The sister-in-law says, "Why has she come to our house?" The sister goes to her brother, who is eating something, and he says, "Oh, you came. How are you?" She says, "I came suddenly. I didn't like my sister-in-law's attitude. Where's my mother?" The man stays silent at first, then says, "I don't know. She must be at home." The daughter sees her mother in a wheelchair. The man hears a scream and quickly looks back. His wife comes running and says, "Your mother is about to do something. Stop her." The husband says, "You scared me." The wife walks away angrily. The daughter goes to the old mother. "How did you get here?" She takes her disabled mother back to her room. Daughters are a blessing for parents. She says to her mother, "If something had happened to you," the daughter-in-law watches them. The daughter hugs and kisses her mother and says to her sister-in-law, "You and my brother don't take care of mother, do you?" The sister-in-law says, "We're home with her all day." The man comes running, "Mother, how are you?" The son pretends and says, "I've been looking for you for so long." The daughter takes her old mother with her and asks, "Mother, what would you like to eat? Tell me what you like." The old mother says, "Should I tell you?" The daughter says, "Yes, this is your home. Tell me what you like." The daughter-in-law says, "We've never stopped her before she eats what she wants." The mother-in-law says, "Before you never spoke to me so kindly." The daughter asks, "Mother, what did you say?" She says, "I do take care of you." The mother-in-law replies, "Why are you lying?" Crying, she tells the daughter, "Your sister-in-law and son never let me eat with them. They only scold me." The daughter says, "How can you do this?" The daughter-in-law says, "My mother-in-law is lying." The sister gets angry. "My mother can never lie. You and my brother have not treated her well. You left her alone and didn't even care about her food." The daughter-in-law says, "Your mother has turned you against us and lies no matter how much we served her. She never appreciated us." The daughter says, "You've made my mother cry. You've hurt her. I can't leave her with you anymore. This is my house. Both of you get out." The brother tries to calm her, but the sister says, "I don't need you. You can leave." The sister-in-law says, "Fine. If you want to throw us out, we'll go." The man says, "We're not leaving." The wife shouts, "Come on," and both husband and wife leave. The daughter hugs her mother. "Forgive me for coming late. My brother and sister-in-law did not treat you well." Can a son and daughter-in-law really be strangers to an old mother? Tell us in the comments. Daughters are a blessing for parents compared to sons. Daughters care much more for their parents. For elderly parents, their children are their support. Children should